Texas, New York, Philadelphia. Take the Jolly Ranchers out of your ears and listen up because the Keep It Moving tour is coming your way.
Yeah, guys, it's a stand-up show when we play AYG with the audience. It's a good time. September 21st, we'll be in San Antonio. September 22nd, we're going to be in Houston. And September 23rd to the 25th, we're going to be in Austin for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. Ever heard of it? Yeah. Then Dallas-Fort Worth on September 26th. And we're bringing it back up north, baby. September 30th, we're going to be in Long Island. And then, what are we doing? We're going home for cheesesteaks. Whiz Wit, baby.
Cheesesteaks and vengeance.
October 27th, we're going to be at Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. Get those tickets. They're going to move fast. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's a little show. We sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grow up to be classy, or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
That's right.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement.
Yeah.
There's one word on her mind. It's Eagles.
Eagles.
Excited. She's trying out. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. You get the laugh and you get out, kids.
That's 2 in a row. That's 2 in a row you got me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He is an international businessman, and I'll tell you this right now. He is not to be trifled with in a boardroom south of Dusseldorf. Give it up for Kevin James Ryan.
Hey, gang, happy to be here. I got to give you that one. Got me, big man. Someone said in the last
Found the sweet spot.
in the
I've been going for haymakers. I got a jab. I got a jab.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Stick and move, baby.
Keep them quick. These TikTokers don't got a fucking attention span. You know what I mean? I got to adjust my range.
Somebody in the comments goes, did Kippy just laugh at an Aunt Tootie joke? What's up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. And as you know, those numbers are
True the roof.
True the fucking roof. Just hit 25,000 over there on the YouTube. And then I would be remiss, an asshole, a jerk off if I didn't bring up the greatest website in the history of man. Shout out to Al Gore for inventing the fucking internet. Patreon.com/RUGarbage. Because that's cooking.
Amen.
Sign up there. You get bonus episodes of AYG, episodes of Hard Feelings, which is a completely different podcast. Just me and Foley chopping it up a little bit behind the scenes, a little bit of HR.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of house cleaning.
And then live streams we do monthly with our top-tier guests. Get some fucking merch. There's a couple of beer koozies left and a couple of card games left, and then come see a fucking live show.
Yeah, come see a show. And having a nice shout-out to our producer extraordinaire. He's the magic man, makes us all look good.
Who's that?
Give it up for the Astoria kid, T-Bone McMuffin, Toby McMuffin.
What's up, dude?
What up, T-Bone?
Dude, I'm just giggling thinking about Invincible with fucking Aunt Tootie.
Aunt Tootie.
She's lining up in the slot with a Newport and a house dress.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured her getting fucking hung out to dry across the middle in a house coat.
When I hit the slant, you hit me. She's lighting another one with her old sig.
Gang, we could not be more excited to have our incredibly special guest back with us again today. One of our absolute favorite episodes. You have to check him out. He's super funny, super amazing. We love him. And he has an amazing new podcast called Friday Night Greg. Do me a favor. Give it up for the one, the only, Mr. Greg Stone.
Yeah,
Stone. Ladies and gentlemen.
God bless.
It's fucking gabagool. Huh?
I'm out on with these guys.
About to be a new daddy.
Oh, very soon. Coming soon. Me moving to Mexico. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Baby comes in October, and I go to Mexico.
I'll be on
Coming
the
from
beach.
you, from an undisclosed location.
I'll be on the beach having a good time.
Would you ever split town? Would you bounce?
Like the fun ideas, yes. Right?
Of course, we're having fun here, Greg.
I freak, I bounce, I never see this kid again. I got a mustache, I cut my eye, wear an eye patch, do that. But reality is, man, I want to be a dad. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
You're going to be you're one of the best guys ever, and you're going to be a fantastic dad.
Because I fucking dad you guys. Every comedian I know, I'm like, hey, you doing all right?
Yeah, he dads you real hard. He's good, which is it's endearing.
He showed up with G.I. Joes for Foley.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Sorry I missed your birthday, kid.
He did good on his report
Look at
card.
that.
A little something.
You have no idea the endorphins this triggers just when I see these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad though because I'm such an action figure guy. That
I mean, you're bonkos. I'm not going that route. I want to have a couple of guys to play with when I got an Eddie or two in me. You know what I mean?
That's what I say. That's what we all say. We go, I just want one to put around as a thing. Next thing you know, you are fighting people in the back stockroom of a Target going, I know they're in here somewhere. I street date my ass. And you're looking for a shredder middle of a fucking bunch of toasters.
Where are the turtles, man? Where are the turtles, man?
Yeah.
I do think about that, though, as far as dads and stuff like that. The Bill Burr joke is so perfect when he's like, I know guys would have left by now. Because I think about my dad when we were kids, shit that me and my brother, like driving them both insane on like a Sunday. Yeah. Like totally responsible for it. Any punishment we got, we're deserving of it. And like my dad, just you could tell, just wanting to be like fucking, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
He's pulled out of the driveway a couple of times too. But then he comes back like an hour later.
Yeah, my stepdad, like he's a stepdad. You know, he came in
borderline
abusive.
Stepdad.
I got
you know
one
what I
of
mean?
them.
Like, what's this guy's commitment to my wife? It's like to my mom or whatever. My real dad though was like, he show up on the weekends. I'm like, how you doing, Dad? He's like, we're going to the Bronx Zoo, and he was the best. You know, got all the cool
weekend dads are good
weekend
dads.
dad. Rock and roll. My mom.
Meanwhile, Rick's taking the brunt into your fucking.
He's
your
doing
aggression.
the homework and shit. You know?
Yeah, my stepdad George was like a psycho. He was a cop. Dude, it's like.
Is he still in the picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
You were saying was. I wasn't sure of what happened.
She's still on the job is the question. We don't need the Newark heat coming down on us.
Nah, he doesn't really talk. He says the only things he says is like he'll do Jaws quotes.
Man, get this guy a cup of decaf.
I swear to God, you just say, "Hey, doing George?" You go, "Think we're gonna need a bigger boat," and you're like, "Okay, man." Like he's kind of like Forrest Gumpian.
Hey, man, flip the game on, will you?
He never says anything about emotions. This year, for the first time, we were leaving, and he'll just say like, he says I am Groot now. He saw Guardians of the Galaxy, loved it, so he says I am Groot. And go ahead.
I mean,
get in there. It's right for the picking.
Is he legally allowed to be married? Is what I'm thinking.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
he's very we say Forrest Gumpian.
This took a hard left.
Yeah.
My dad pulling out of the driveway.
Never in my life did he ever say anything like I'm proud of you or I love you. Recently, we're sitting in the car. He goes, "See you later. We are Groot." And I just started bawling. I was like, this is how he says I love you.
Sure.
This is how George says I love you. He said, "We are Groot."
Yeah.
And me and my wife are dying. I'm crying. She's laughing. I'm like, he's never said it.
Yeah.
And two high school football players showed up and beat you both up.
He has a real of mice and men vibe.
Yeah. Dude, makes guns, my stepdad. In the basement.
I remember you telling us about this on the app. Yeah.
Oh, I did?
I believe so,
I
yeah.
need a copy and
No, not at all.
I need a copy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a good piece of business.
I got control X.
I didn't mean to shut it down. I was trying to connect with you, you psycho.
No,
You're like, oh, what I did, I'm sorry.
No, I got podcast bits. I come in, I go, I do this story, I do that story.
Yeah.
I plug my Patreon and then get the fuck out of here.
By the way, plug the Patreon right now. Plug it.
Greg Stone Zone. It's my Patreon. It's the Greg Stone Zone.
Check it out. Greg is so fucking funny.
If you like watching a guy high out of his mind, saying a bunch of things and whatever, it's fun. We do music. We got music on there.
It's fantastic. Guys, go check out his Patreon. It's awesome.
100%.
Oh, thanks, boys.
That's so funny.
Is that it? Are we out of gas? I had a fun time. Yeah, that's great.
This guy keeps you on your fucking toes. I gotta be honest with you.
Just took a breath for a second.
No,
I mean,
100%.
we did 0 to 100 for the first 4 minutes.
Sorry.
Let me blink for a second, Greg.
Having a sip of iced coffee like a gentleman.
You gotta hit him and run, baby. Oh God.
That's George
Well,
looking
that'll
into
do
the
it.
conversation right there. It's good talking to him. Just can't have a beat in the conversation.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Gang, this is a family episode, so as you know, when you sign up.
You really did just hard reset that.
Well, it's 12:22, and the weather is looking a little rainy out there. Back to you, Rick.
Holy shit.
Crazy guy Greg Stone's in the studio. And we're back.
Oh,
Greg,
God.
so we heard that you had a crazy time in a raincoat recently?
Well, I gotta tell you, I was out in the rain, and where am I gonna put my monkeys? I put them in the coat, Now I'm in a coffee shop. Monkeys are everywhere. Anyway,
Man.
back to you, Rick.
Oh, buddy, we got a hot one already, folks.
Somebody call the exterminator. We got some giggles in here.
Why are you killing giggles?
Yeah, right?
Why
Yeah,
you want to get in there
right?
murdering giggles? Oh, boy.
Man.
Fucking fun stopper over here.
All right, let's get to some fucking questions here.
Yeah, but as Ree just said earlier, it is I don't know.
Yes.
Whatever. It is a family episode.
With a little company.
A little company. That's right. It's a family episode.
I got corporate all over us.
I'm gonna have to fucking break out the flow chart for this one. We have a little bit of company, so we're going to answer your Patreon questions. As you know, when you sign up for the Patreon, we'll answer your question on the air. And we got some fucking heaters, and we're going to get to everybody. There's a backlog. We will get to everybody. I promise. It's just we gotta, not every question's right for every guest. By the way,
100%.
we gotta tailor them a little bit.
Yeah.
Your next question is, what's it like growing up black in Newark?
Yeah,
I guess I got to get this one, huh?
Yeah. Well, some people are like, you ever shit your pants in second grade and then Sally makes funny and you got a huge crush on her and then you can't get a boner ever again? I'm like, that's a little too specific, guy.
I sent that one in.
All right, this one's from Tori. This is a home run right off the bat. Have you ever eaten in a pool?
Yes. Yes, of course. Have I ever not eaten a pool? I always eat in a pool, and I'm always surrounded with crumbs and nibblings
dude,
around my body. I get out of the pool, and you see the line, the top of the pool, from the muffin that is just on my body.
Top 5 pool foods. Got to be hot dogs, pizza.
Oh.
Right? What else?
Well, I like
candy.
You can't be doing like pasta or anything.
I like.
You can't have a nice carbonara.
Yes.
Have you ever
like
had
a
fried
fettuccine.
Diablo in the shallow end of a public pool?
I do clams. I like clams casino. Just up to the neck in water.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah, I like to go to like a casino and get real stoned. When I'm like we're performing in casinos a lot,
Sure.
I get real stoned. I bring in whatever they got in the buffet, and I just bring it right to
you
the
take
pool.
it to the pool?
Yeah, put
And,
the plate right
we're
next to
talking
me.
outdoor pools, dude. You're eating in an indoor pool with that chlorine smell?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh my
It adds a certain
Dude, that's
it opens up the
psycho
palate
as
a little
well.
bit.
yeah, man. I like.
That's fucking next level
Yeah,
trash.
man. Trash. Our it's called. See, when you say trash, I say compress. What is it when you're putting more than one things into one thing at a time? You know,
Compounding?
Multitasking?
Multitasking. I'm eating. I'm enjoying. I'm
And
swimming.
ruining everybody else's day at the pool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of course. I like a can of Coke, and then the pool water goes in there, and you can taste a little bit.
Oh,
That happens with beers when you're doing.
top-
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Spit
yeah.
the top off.
I've definitely drank some river or some lake before. I can tell you
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's good.
Doritos will never taste better than when chlorine is in
Oh,
the air.
Yeah.
dude, I hate that when fucking chips and stuff like that are around the pool too
They
much.
get soggy real quick. Yeah,
They
yeah.
get stale. Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Candy's acceptable. And
Candy
ice
is
cream.
crazy.
Candy in a pool
Candy
nuts.
is
Why
crazy.
is that? I'm not
a Werther's original. You're unwrapping and throwing the trash.
How you going to swim in a sweater, okay?
Why has it got to be a Werther's?
It's just what he pulled, and it was funny.
Reese's peanut butter cup. You're doing in a
Chocolate's
pool.
no good.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Did I say chocolate?
Chocolate's no good. Where are you from? Minnesota? I don't know.
This guy's coming in hot tonight.
This kid's
I guess this, we got the old brew of coldness.
That's just pure vodka.
It's Bailey's on the rocks.
I'm doing DMT and coffee.
Yeah, candy's nuts.
Stop. Back it up.
There's a wrapper involved. That's no good.
Ice cream truck pulls up. The ice cream truck has
He's not pulling up to the pool.
Yeah, the indoor pool. Smashes through the window.
Listen,
Anyway.
I'm not buying the indoor pool. I assume this question meant for an outdoor public pool
I
where there's a
also,
snack bar and access to an ice cream truck.
I understood it
maybe
as that
that's
as
just
well.
maybe that's just where my head went.
Never once did I think about an indoor pool. That's crazy.
I also need to just state that there is no access. Is your pool in the front of your house? You
Yeah,
know,
how's
there's no
the-
access to the ice cream truck from the backyard.
You hear the thing, you run outside like a
and then
gentleman.
you eat it outside. You don't. I don't know that you're not. You can't
I'm
do
thinking
candy in a
public
pool.
pool with a snack shop, okay?
Oh, all right.
And my point with the ice cream truck was the guy has ice cream treats, but then they also always had a few candies too. Right? They had some now and laters, they had some fun dips,
Right.
they had some fucking blow pops and stuff like that. So knocking back a fucking fun dip in the shallow end of the kiddie pool, I think that's a gentleman's move on a hot summer day.
No, I think your own pool is okay.
Not buffet items at an indoor pool.
Eating in a pool at all. Candy, chewing gum. I'll draw
Yeah.
the line there. That's too much.
I think you got to get that what's that? That sugar? You know, the one that's all sugar, the fun
Pixie
dip?
stick.
When you dip with the candies.
Fun dip. Yeah,
Fun dip, right?
Yeah.
You dump all the fun dip in the pool, turn the pool into a full iced tea.
That's pretty good.
You know, just
Now,
get a
it's
whirlpool
functional.
going.
Yeah.
Now you're like a Willy Wonka in your pool. You know, turn it into the iced tea pool.
I don't hate it.
That's funny.
Is that chlorine? No, that's 4C.
That's also a good idea to play a trick on somebody. You know, they always said that if you pee in the pool, it'll turn blue.
Mm-hmm.
If you had some blue
little
fun
fun dip.
set your boy up, sneak behind him like, yo, this guy fucking pissed in the pool.
Everyone's sticky.
I can't not pee. I pee in every pool I go in. Sorry if I've been at your house. And every time before I pee, I'm worried that's going to happen. I could be at a resort. I could be at a.
That's because they got us. We listened to that shit when we were kids. That shit got in
not
our
real.
heads.
Yeah.
It's a couple of things that got in our heads when we were kids.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, the
What else?
kidnappings got us because we were at kidnapping age.
Funny you should bring that up. I was actually kidnapped. It's a hilarious story.
What?
No, I was not. Some guy kept me in his backyard. Hilarious story in his basement for a few months. I didn't see the light of day, and
It's a
then
real
just-
knee slapper.
I just remember the cop reaching in with the light and being like, "My God, I'm saved." Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, what other question did you have for me? That's good. Holy fuck.
Great question.
All right, this one's from Brendan Norris. Ever bought shoes at a thrift store? Or have you bought clothes at a thrift store?
100%.
100% clothes.
Yeah.
I did buy sneakers, and it's
Was it a Buffalo Exchange?
It was a Buffalo Exchange, which I give a little bit of.
100%.
It's got a little bit of attaché.
If
to
you
it.
don't have a Buffalo Exchange around you, it's like a thrift store, but people trade in their.
It's higher end
Clothes.
stuff.
Right.
It's not like donated. I think
Yeah.
they buy. Do they
buy it. It's not McDonald's. It's Shake Shack.
It's like a big
Yes,
step
yeah.
up.
Yes,
Right.
they'll give you $4 for your T-shirt, and then turn around and sell it for 22 or whatever.
They are the. I don't know if this reference is going to hit. They are the Funko Land. Was it Funko? Funko or they are the GameStop of clothing.
Yes.
Where you bring a PS5 and they go,
Yes.
I'll give you $3 nickels
Sure.
and a buff on ghoul.
Yeah,
Sure.
How about
yeah.
that?
And you should be happy you're
And you
getting
should
that.
be happy.
You piece of shit. Why'd you come in here?
You bring them an Armani suit, they go, we'll give you $3 store credit, $1.50, and a jab in the ribs.
Yeah.
The shoes are tough, and even we all agree I'm disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
I think you're pretty good.
Yeah.
I do pretty disgusting things, but the feeling of putting your foot in a shoe that already has somebody else's like worn feet in it, like where
It's got the ridge in it.
It's got the
You're in
ridge.
someone else's ridge.
yeah, where it's like
Bad.
it's like somebody else's mouthpiece, like it's fucking molded to the.
Oh, I've done that with my brother back in the day. Like in a hockey game, you needed it. And I'm
Man,
like,
there was nothing better than mouthpiece night when you made your mouthpiece for the.
oh, dude, you felt like a mad scientist. You're boiling that
Oil
thing.
and water,
Yeah.
get it in there good. Yeah, I can't do that with shoes.
No, well, the trick, I believe, is what I do is...
Do you have them cobbled?
New insoles.
No, I just have the worst feet on the planet.
Okay.
So I know whatever I'm going into is I'm like a kid from Vietnam moving
Sure,
to
I'll take whatever.
South Jersey.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know you think this is bad, but you should see where I'm from.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
This
It's
is clean
bleeding
living
over
in
there.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That
don't think
makes
they could beat
sense. That's
me.
a pretty good theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had athlete's foot since I was 3.
Oh man, I had it. I remember having it as like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, continually.
Yeah.
Here's the difference. Now, I don't know if you guys have the same feeling, but I used to hate it when I was a kid. I had it really bad. Now, as an older man, when I have just a little bit, oh, it's fantastic.
Get that good itch going, that good scratch.
I have a foot fork that I use.
I'm gonna fucking throw up, Greg.
Why?
A foot fork?
Yeah, it's a special. I don't use that. We don't
Is
wash
it an actual fork,
It's
or
a
is it a
fork.
tool called a?
No, it's a fork.
It's for
used
feet and shrimp
for
cocktail.
scratching
You just
my
gotta
feet.
be like, no, it's a fucking fork, you idiot.
Yeah, it's a fork for scratching my feet that will not be put back into rotation for eating
Where do you keep it?
in my nightstand by my bed. That is, and I have a.
That just made my skin crawl.
Oh,
dude.
it's good, Daddy.
Oh,
it
no.
works through the sock. That's how good it is.
Sometimes through the sock it gives you that extra roughness. It's
Yeah.
nice.
A little
I
protection.
like scratching a bare foot with the sock on the other foot
Oh.
and use it like
Oh, yeah.
sandpaper. Ooh,
When I want to feel rich, I do that.
I take because my feet. You have no idea how bad my feet were. There was a show called.
Are you not using Tenactin or nothing like that?
It's not actually
Tough acting.
It's not actually. What I have is I have some weird allergy. My feet are like allergic to my sweat, so it's this constant like battle of.
He's got off-brand athlete's foot.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a doctor and she
He's
went.
got gamer's foot.
I took my shoe off and my doctor went.
Case of walking toe.
I'm.
Damn it!
That stunk. Toby, make that loud. Toby, make that louder.
Can you cut that? Can you cut the last 3 seconds? Can we go back?
So you're telling us about athlete's foot.
And we're back.
This crazy thing I have, this crazy foot thing that gets so bad, I would wrap my sock like a towel, like you're gonna whip it, put it in between the toes, and just like
He's cutting down a redwood.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got 2 guys. He's in black and white for some reason.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I saw a doctor and we're good now, but it was bad for about 12 years.
Wow.
12
For
years.
about 12 years.
Insane.
What's
yeah.
the treatment? What kind of cream?
Oh, it's
Or is it a pill?
Well,
It sounds more like an ooze.
If it's a pill, you're in bad shape.
it was a pill at first.
Holy.
They got to
But
fight
I'm off
it.
the
They got to
pills.
fight it from the inside.
Because weren't they giving people pills for like fungus on their toes for a little while?
Yeah. My
And then
buddy Pat,
they
the
stopped
same
that
toe.
shit, right? Because it was like knocking people off left and right. The antifungal pill wasn't that like fucking killing people?
I don't know. I didn't have the fungus. It was like a whack. It was a way like when you say fungus, I'm like, please.
Please.
I was
Yeah,
that's
this
day
fucking
one
pity
shit.
pat
This
shit.
is insane.
Yeah.
They have the show called The Night of with Turturro.
Yes.
Do you remember that guy's foot thing?
That's what you
That's
had?
what I got. That they based a show on my foot thing.
Holy
That's,
shit.
When I saw that, I felt
was
represented.
disgusting.
Finally one for the good guys, huh?
Yeah. I was like, these are my people.
They got my letters.
Yeah. And his name was Detective Stone or something like that in the movie. The guy's name was Stone in it. And I was like, someone has been listening to my podcast.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
Holy
you don't have it
shit.
that bad, though, because that
No,
was.
it was worse.
You're joking.
Now it's good. But it was the point that people would look at me and they would go, we think you have is this diabetes? Like, what is going on?
Jesus.
It was really bad. I didn't have health insurance. It got better when I got married. I married my wife and got health insurance.
Okay.
And then we
What
were
was
like,
she
let's get all
saying
this.
about the foot issue?
She would close her eyes and cry.
Oh, God.
She would go, it's fine. She would my foot would touch her body and she'd freak. And then I would go, I'm sorry. And she'd be like, no, it's okay. I have to get used to it.
It's like getting used to like a rabid dog in the house.
was
Just don't look at him. Don't look at him.
bad, dude. It was a nightmare.
Kippy, let's talk about the folks over there at Helix Mattress.
Helix.
I know you're a fan because you sleep on one every night. And the cool part about Helix, you don't just go to a showroom and look at a mattress and lay on the same mattress that a million people have been laying on. You take a little quiz online.
Yep.
They determine what kind of mattress is best for you.
Uh-huh.
Do you sleep hot? Do you sleep cold? Are you a big boy? Do you need a bigger mattress? Plus size? They got everybody covered. You answer the quiz. They match you with the mattress. Easy peasy. Kippy. Straighten them out. Will you? Talk to these people, will you?
The good folks over there at Helix, they set me and my wife up with a mattress on a cuff because they're gentlemen over there and ladies. They know how to take care of you.
Yes, they do.
They hooked us up with one on the cuff that said, "Listen, you try it. You let us know what you like."
You
I gotta
tell
you,
us.
We took the quiz. It's like 2 minutes, if that. It depends how quick you click. 2 minutes. They set us up. We're on the Twilight model, and I gotta tell you, it's something else. I never had a mattress that was for me. All mine were like, this, Uncle Steve's getting rid of this one.
Sure.
Aunt Sally's getting this
Whatever
one.
you found in the junkyard.
That's what you're taking. This is my first big boy adult mattress as a husband and a wife we got, and I got to tell you, it's lights out.
And when you're making a purchase like that, you want to make sure you get the right fit.
Yeah.
So why not line yourself up with what's going to be right for you?
Guys,
that's the biggest thing.
They match it to you. It comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever have to go to the mattress store again. They've also been awarded #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine.
What?
I ain't talking highlights. I'm talking GQ and Wired.
Oh, man.
So just go to helixsleep.com/garbage. Take the 2-minute quiz. They'll match you with the customized mattress. You'll get the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you'll get to try it out for free. Forget this. For 100 nights risk-free. You'll get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but I'm telling you, you will. I got mine, and it's a game changer. So here we go. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/garbage. That's helixsleep.com/garbage for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
Wow.
Do it.
Raycon.
Raycon,
Wireless
Raycon.
earbuds. I'm a fan. I'm a client. I wear them all the time now that I'm back out there mixing and mingle with people. I don't want to get caught up in the drama of what's going on in the streets.
Yeah.
I want to have my own vibe, my own playlist, rocking and rolling, keeping it moving. And the Raycon wireless earbud is absolutely fantastic. I resisted earbuds for such a long time.
For years.
I don't like the other ones that slip and they're sticking down. These are unbelievable. They fit perfectly in your ear. They're comfortable. The volume's fantastic. Love them.
Yeah. Also, too, I don't know about you now that this is new to you. When you're running around the city or walking or doing whatever, don't you? I feel like I'm in a movie or I'm in the soundtrack or the
100%.
music video.
I'm more focused. I'm not getting caught up in this, that, the other thing.
Yeah.
Feel great.
It's fantastic. Raycons has a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really long time. And get this,
Crazy.
the kicker, they start at half the price of other premium audio brands.
Which is officially bunkos.
But I got to tell you this, they sound just as good. Half the price, just as good. What are we doing? No brainer.
Get on them.
Sign yourself up. And Raycons comes with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you can't lose. Give them a try. You'll see what we mean.
Yeah.
So right now, our listeners of Are You Garbage can get 15% off the Raycon order at buyraycon.com/garbage. One more time, get a pen, get a pencil, whatever you need. That's buyraycon.com/garbage to save 15% on Raycons. I'll even do it one more time for you. Buyraycon.com/garbage. Do it.
Folks, this podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Betterhelp.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, gang. Are you losing it? Are you talking to yourself? Are you going absolutely bunkos?
Pulling your hair out, can't deal. We're about 2 years into this pandemic. I'm done.
Are you emotional eating? Do you got anxiety? Because I have all those things creeping up on me, and the good people at BetterHelp actually can help.
Yes.
It's not a crisis hotline. It's not a self-help hotline. It's actual licensed therapist in the privacy of your own home that you can get matched up within 48 hours.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't done talk therapy before, give it a shot. This is an easy way in. It's the easy way into the pool. You know what I mean? You sign up,
100%.
you do it from home. There's no, like, getting in the car, meeting this guy, talking to him. His office smells weird.
Yeah.
You know, you can hear the neighbors talking, the waiting room. You don't have to deal with any of that. This is easy peasy. Services available worldwide for our international listeners. Also, they have the broad range of expertise available that might not be available locally. If you live in the middle of, like, bumblefuck Oklahoma,
Yeah, you can't get somebody like that.
you can get a specialist.
Yeah.
You'll
There's probably one guy in town, and he does horses, too.
So you can log into your account at any time, send a message to your counselor. You'll get a timely, thoughtful response. You can schedule weekly video calls or phone calls, whatever's easier for you. And BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier, healthier life today.
Yeah, don't wait.
So go to betterhelp.com/garbage. That's BetterHelp, HELP, and join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. I know when I started doing therapy, it's a game changer. It just gives you another set of eyes on the problem. Someone goes, "Hey, have you thought about it this way? Have you thought about it that way?" And you go, "Oh, because you're living in your head. You don't know what's happening in the outside world."
Oh, yeah.
Then someone looks in and goes, "Yo, you're bonkos.
I've been there, brother.
Stop this, do this. Think about it this way." You go, "Oh, shit, you're right." So give it a shot if you haven't. If you're on the fence, this is an easy way in to do it. Special offer for AYG listeners. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/garbage. One more time, that's betterhelp.com/garbage. Now back to the show.
But now I got health insurance, and we are good. And I had a fork for a while. I would do a thing where I would take my sock off, stand on a rug, and then do a spin, and it would just burn, and it would just, take off. Should I not be? I'll move on.
No.
Judging by the faces in the room, I will move on.
Well, it's also
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wildly.
It's so,
horrible.
yeah, but it's also you've told it, you've done the spin. I don't know, the spin caught me off guard a little bit. And you're so numb. That's the first time I'm hearing it, you're like, "Yeah, we do this cool spin." I'm like, I don't know how cool it is.
You got mad the other day when I was rubbing my feet in your car on the.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
When people catch you,
took my flip flops off.
Flip flops off, brand new car. He's in my brand new car, and he's got his fucking hoofs, and he's just mashing them together. And I'm like, socks on is one thing. I'm like, I can see.
And whatever that carpet is, it was like a Mr. Scrunchy. It was fucking perfect.
yeah.
Oh, it felt
Can I
so
come
good.
for a ride? Let me try this thing out.
You can get in the trunk.
Oh man.
What did Cassidy say that killed us? He was like, "Stop rubbing your snout with your hoof."
No. He coughed. He sneezed. And he didn't, it was just, he sneezes it's like it's like that scene in The Mask when he swallows the bomb. Like, it's like everything. It's so aggressive.
I disagree.
And then, Tommy goes, "Can you use your hoof to cover your snout next time?"
Pig jokes, Ma.
Good
Pig
kid.
jokes. You believe this?
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. You're
He's
a good kid, huh?
kid.
You're a good kid.
Thank you, boys.
All right, this next one's from Snake with Arms. Did your parents save your baby teeth?
No, I don't think. My mom is.
Mine
ER
did
nurse,
for
though.
sure.
But My mom was an ER nurse, so any of that shit, she's like,
yeah,
we don't keep body parts in the
We're
house.
not keeping body parts.
You know?
Not wrapping up the toe.
Yeah. No, I don't
Holy
think they kept
shit.
my baby teeth. That's gross.
Yeah, I found them in like a dresser or something as I grew up. I was like, what in the
You
fuck
never
is
want.
this?
Oh man, I'm sorry.
God.
You never want to look back. Like I keep things that you want to look back. You go like, oh, I had a Snapple bottle I kept from the first time I ever kissed a girl. I kept it in a box. Her essence was in there.
Oh my God.
How long?
It was in 8th grade.
Till you murdered her?
Until I finished the jab.
My mom threw it all out. But that was like, oh, this is what a Snapple looked like in 8th grade. It had the old design. It was kind of
Fantastic.
cool. It brings you back a little nostalgia. What nostalgia do you get from teeth or fingernail clippings or whatever weird shit that people are keeping?
I always thought fucking it was weird, and I remember as a little kid looking at it and being like, what the fuck does this mean? Is when they would bronze your little baby shoes when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I thought they did that when people died. When
No,
babies
my mom,
died.
everybody had fucking bronze shoes. And I'd be like, what the fuck?
They were just hedging their bets.
You get a good
They're not
deal.
all going to make it.
You get a good deal now.
You get them in bulk. Someone's bound to croak.
That and the little ceramic hand things are always weird too. My mom has those up.
What's the ceramic hand?
You know, when you're a little kid and you make a little imprint and you bring it home and your parents keep it.
Oh, right.
We did that when we
Yours
got
probably got shattered on a kitchen wall.
like you think, oh, my parents were together. That's great.
Abusive family, what's up? Hell yeah, abusive family. Hell yeah.
There
Get
we
abused.
are. No, when we got our in-ground pool, we did it. Like,
That's cool though.
yeah.
What do you mean?
In-ground pool.
They poured the pool. We
Oh.
like did our hands,
In
and
the
like my
concrete.
little brother did his
that's
foot, and it was
cool.
like Mike,
Teeth is-
1991 or whatever year it was.
I'm actually surprised that your mom partook in that. That's bananas.
It was also
Saving your teeth.
I don't think it wasn't like she didn't like pull them out at night and look at them. I don't think it was like an.
She
active-
must have meant she forgot they were in
That's
there.
what, and it was in a dresser that.
Was it in like a little little bag that like mints would come in at a wedding, like something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
What a
Yes.
what
Like
a
the,
deep cut.
the Jordan almonds.
Oh, like a
Little
sheer
lace-
bag or
Yeah.
whatever. It was made out of her panties. All right, no, she doesn't listen.
You don't look at the teeth and go, oh, I miss these teeth. I remember when he had these teeth.
I know, but I think it was
You know?
one of those things. I mean, first of all, there wasn't like 50 of them.
Right.
I think it was like one, and I think they took it, and then it's one of those things, and I kind of have it now where I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw
Shark
this
tooth
out.
Ryan. There's 100 teeth in there.
She's got them around her neck like a witch doctor.
How many wisdom teeth did this kid have?
The only time I'm doing that is going, I'm going to frame him for a murder at some point.
Yeah,
I got to
that's true.
sprinkle these
Hey,
around.
in case we ever need to act like we're dead, fucking torch the car and sprinkle some teeth.
throw your baby teeth in some burning yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get out of a couple IRS bills. Oh, God.
Apparently, Kevin's dead. He hasn't been in the dentist in fucking 22 years.
Sir, this guy still had his baby teeth.
2 facts. He's dead, and he never grew out of his baby. I just did the same joke you did. I just repeated it.
That's what this whole
paste.
show is. Copy and paste it,
Copy
baby.
and
We do 3 bits, but we do them well.
The Bears.
This guy, bonkers.
I will say I'm upset. I did have a plan that I fucked up. I was going to bring a little framed picture of me and sneak it on
Oh,
the
dude, we
shelf,
would have loved it.
but I didn't want to tell anybody until like a year later.
Oh,
But I
dude, we would
forgot.
have fucking loved it. One of the ideas we had is we wanted to print out for when each guest got here, we would go back and find a baby picture of them or
yeah.
like a picture as a kid and have it, but we just I don't know. It seems a little
Seems like a lot.
intrusive. Yeah,
But-
also be like, oh, here
I'll show you this. I'm going to show you. Stop the podcast and show you a
Sure.
picture.
Yeah,
I also
of
have to look it up, so it's going to be a while.
I'll get back to you in a couple
Of you as a baby?
No, me as a kid. Here we go.
While you do that, I realized the other day that I have the transcripts from all the clips for all the subtitles, and we could put it into like an AI program and have it generate like an AI version of what it thinks an Are You Garbage episode
That's
would be.
amazing.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
was
we
gonna
have
sneak
all
that
the.
in. Oh, sorry.
What?
Holy
8th
shit!
grade Greg. With
That was
that
just
bowl
after
cut.
That doesn't
kissed the
look like
girl.
you at all.
Yeah, bowl cut glasses. Also had sex in 8th grade. So this guy was getting laid.
I don't think
Really?
that
Which
is you.
wild. That's 100% me. It even says Corluzo at the bottom.
Carluzzo.
What do you think, Kippy? It does not
I
look
mean,
like Greg Stein.
I don't think it looks like him, but I don't think he's
That
lying
looks like
to
the
us.
boy that you're impersonating for the last 15 years.
I have his teeth.
That kid died in a car fire in '91.
I tricked his mom, huh?
Quick,
Remember
can we-
these? It's me. You spit them out of your mouth, put them back in.
Oh, man.
Oh man,
Good
start yet?
times.
do we start yet? No, this is all. We're all just
all
vamping
riffs?
up. We're all this is a warm up. This is from Chris. You or anyone in your family ever cut sweatpants into sweat shorts?
What?
My dad was big on sweatshorts.
Of course.
I think the 80s and 90s were. That was like
everything got cut down to a certain point.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Long sleeve became short sleeve. Short sleeve became no sleeve.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That was big.
Street clothes became fucking sleep clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always.
You cut the shirt, you cut the sleeves off the shirt to short sleeve. Then it would become this, and then it would become a rag to clean the
Rags.
100%.
We were big on T-shirt rags.
Because you know what was weird? Back in the day, it didn't become comfortable or cool looking until you had it for like a year or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the T-shirt wore in perfectly.
Yeah.
Now they make them like that, the distressed jeans and all that stuff. But back in the day, you had to put fucking work into that.
Do you know how they do those distress jeans?
No.
They give them. There's like this
Foley
small,
wears them for a week.
There's this small town in Africa that gets all of the clothes first, and they wear everything for like 2 years, and then they take them
He's
and
fucking
sell them.
lying.
You're for
Shut
sure
up.
making this
Yes.
up.
And
Yeah,
so there's
I
this
know.
one
You broke.
city.
You broke.
I just meant there's one city where all these really poor people are wearing very new
high-end
clothes.
fashion. Yeah.
Everybody's got Luckies on.
I love a good lie. Anyway,
You cracked a little
For a
bit.
second, yeah.
All right, this one's from Hunter. First question: your dog ever have worms?
I thought every dog came with worms, and the first step was getting the worms out. Is that a thing?
Gotta
I thought every
deworm
dog-
this thing.
Yeah, you deworm them.
I don't think we ever. I don't think our dogs ever had worms.
100%. If
Yeah.
the scratching the butt on the carpet, oh yeah.
That's a dead sign of worms.
That's a sign of worms, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then, hey, sorry, Rust.
My one
Rusty had worms for most of the 2000s.
My one buddy's dog.
Just didn't check.
It's like Stone's feet.
Apparently, my brother did too that weekend.
Hilarious.
Yeah, my one buddy's dog had it so bad that you could actually see them like
You see them coming out of the butt.
wiggling around a little bit.
Yeah.
That
Think of how
weirds me
good
out.
that feels, though.
Oh.
You imagine dragging your fucking butthole directly on a nice carpet. Oh, it's got to be like shooting heroin.
Dude, there's nothing better than a
I'm
good
not
butt itch.
allowed back at the Ramada.
Nothing better than a good butt itch.
Oh, you get in there.
And then you go, what? Then you look at your hand and you go, what have I done? What have I done? No!
I feel like a surgeon walking to the scene.
Cindy, hold on my calls.
Yeah. Push my 330.
Push my 330 and get the iodine, will you?
I'm going to need a new pair of drawers, too. These things are a little ripe.
Oh, man. You know the podcast is going whenever I keep looking over Toby Heaps going, that's the clip. That's the clip.
I thought that is the clip. Yeah. That's the clip.
I just love a producer in the back just going, that's the clip, boys.
Kid
We
never
got it.
Kid never stops working.
Smoking a cigar.
Joke's on you. I'm editing the clip from last week.
Yeah. Everybody loved the Wildwood video. They're like, "Oh, you're not paying Toby enough." I'm like, "Toby is handsomely compensated for his work." All right, back to school. We did a back to school thing on the Patreon, but
Love it. By
this
the
was-
way, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Sure.
This morning,
Your show too,
storm
pal.
had passed. The storm has gone through. A little bit cooler this morning.
it felt like the
Crisp,
first week
sunny,
of school.
Fucking come on.
The heat was gone though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that was different was I wasn't sleeping in my sneakers. That was.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was going to land more, but then you realize, oh, I'm crazy. New school clothes, September, I would sleep. I was so excited for school that I would put the new clothes on and go to bed in them, and I would sleep in my new sneakers. And then the next morning I wake up ready for school because I was so excited. I thought you guys have done this. I thought people would do this. No?
See,
didn't
you
believe
were
it?
having
in the shoes,
and you were having
I can't
sex
even
in
sleep
8th grade? You expect me to believe that?
Yeah, looking that good in bed, anyone want to fuck me?
Yeah, it's true.
Man.
This guy's wearing pumps to sleep.
My mom
ready to
would
jump his bones.
Your mom didn't say anything?
No, she said, don't do that. And I would go, okay, I won't. I would put my pajamas on, and then I would take them off, and I would put the school clothes back on and go lay down. And at some point...
Would you have your book bag on, too?
Yeah, that's why I have such bad scoliosis from sleeping on my back like this. Like,
through the sheets, you see his shoes lighten up.
Holy
Stoney,
shit,
Jesus
that's wild.
Christ.
it's the best when you say a thing when you're like, oh, this is a thing we all did. And then everyone in the room goes, what?
That's what we're finding out this show is.
Yeah.
People are like, oh yeah, that, and you're like, no.
Dude, sleeping in your clothes.
But I'm guaranteed there's going to be 50 comments on YouTube being like, oh, I slept with my fucking shoes on too. It's
You had to have looked like shit. You slept in your clothes.
Yeah.
Everything's wrinkly.
the
My
neck's
hair was
all-
crazy.
The neck's all pulled out.
I look like a woman who just fucked a guy all night the next day.
He's
Greg,
doing
would
his
you
walk
get
of
those
shame.
last year and forget to wear them?
Yeah. I had Jurassic. It said a shirt. It said JP for Jurassic Park. And I was so excited to wear it. I slept in it. And usually my shoes would come off most of the night because you can't really sleep the whole night in shoes. But I would dress up for school. I'm so excited, and then I'd jump in bed and then be ready for school in 30 seconds. I wake up like ready to go, and my mom was like, "Well,
the bus doesn't come for 45 minutes. Relax.
Yeah,
watch some cartoons or something."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fucking
bonkos.
That's funny. All right, this one's from Brad. What was the size of your crayon pack for the school year? Because this was big. Did you just get like the 8-piece? There was like the 8-piece is what they would give out at like at a restaurant. If you sat down to like do the crossword puzzle, they'd give you that little like 8-piece.
Now it's a 4-pack, and they don't give a shit what you do with it. Back in the day, you had to give that shit back.
Yeah.
And you usually got a raw deal on that. Broken ones, fucked up ones, you're missing a color. Now it's fucking disposable.
Or there was like the 16 maybe. The big guy was the 64.
64.
With the sharpener in it?
Sharpener.
I had
Come
that
on.
1 year, but that was like this is lasting for a decade. This has to get you out of elementary school.
Dude, we had a kid he was clearly poor. His mom worked at the Rose Art factory. Rose Art was
that was like the
it was
second.
a crayon.
They
were like they were not good.
They
but,
weren't the Crayola.
but everyone made fun of him every day except the first day of school when he would show
Came
up
out fly.
and be like Crayola. He'd have like colored pencils,
Everything. They used
he
to
had
make
the whole
those
thing.
kids
Would he
that
give
were-
them that? Would he be giving them to people?
He had deals. He'd be like, "Yeah, man, like you watch my back for the year.
Yeah,
I give you a 64 Rose Art," because his mom
Yeah.
would just jam him with free supplies. He had all the best supplies.
And they still made fun of him? Aw.
He sucked.
Yeah,
really
if we're
horrible
getting down to
person.
brass tacks.
Yeah, it wasn't because he was poor. We were all poor.
Yeah. This
But
guy
he just
sucked.
sucked.
Yeah.
He wore the full white suit on picture day. A full.
What is
looked
he?
like,
What is this? His communion? What the fuck?
He did with sneakers. Everyone else was like, "Oh, we have ripped shirts on." He was like, "No, my mom makes me go all the way on picture day."
She's got that Rose Art money. She's fucking laughing all the way to the bank. I remember it was like a flat. I had the big 64 guide, and they had colors you didn't even know. That was like you were learning about colors.
Right.
They were dropping new ones every season, too. Once Crayola got hip to what they had in their hands, they really put the fucking foots on the throats. They started pumping out everything.
We had to do like a building landscape type thing, like a city. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these tall buildings or whatever. And everybody else had their like 4 crayons they were trying to make.
Yours looks like Inception.
Dude,
buildings coming in on each other.
and I remember the one kid going, Mrs. Whatever, Cheminsky, what should we use for the brick? It was like 2nd grade. And I had a brick red, and I pulled. I think everybody else was using brown and red. I pull out brick red and was like, fucking did my shit up real tight. That was great.
She doesn't usually give out A+, but you earned it that way.
Oh, for sure.
I don't care who you are, how old you are. You sit down with a fresh sheet of fucking paper, and you crack open a box of crayons. Clean living.
Also, how do you say the word?
Yeah, I just picked that up too. Not like that.
What?
I don't know
You
how
say
I
crayons.
Crayons.
say it. Crayons.
No,
What do
how
you
do you
say?
say it?
All right, I went to the store and I bought some crayons.
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 That is the right way to say it.
That's
Crayons is
fucking
wrons.
crayons.
I say crowns.
Crowns, yeah.
I'll set my growing up. It was crowns. My dad would be like, "Get your crowns."
Crowns? This is crazy.
I know.
This is not
He was
a
trying
region.
to get you to see a dentist.
This is
Yeah,
not
all
from
my
where you
teeth.
grew up. This is from a head injury. That is how you say that.
No, it was crowns. And in the area, like it was either crayon. People would say crayon or
Yeah.
crowns.
It's
Crayon.
crayons.
Yeah.
Crayons.
No,
Crayon.
that's Euro trash shit. Get the fuck
Euro?
Yeah. What the,
No.
It's made in Pennsylvania, isn't it? The Crayola
I'm
factory
saying
is
the
in
saying. That's how the Europeans, that's how the Brits would
Wait.
say it.
It's crayon.
Is crayon
Crayola.
only a Crayola?
What?
Or did Rose Art also make crayon? Is crayon the thing, or is it like
this like a
Frigidaire?
Kleenex type thing you're asking?
Yeah.
T-Bone,
No,
you on
crayon,
that?
a crayon is the item.
Is the instrument.
Yes.
It's the instrument.
I think it might be Crayola
Crayola
crayons.
is the, Crayola is the company.
But I think they might have came up with crayon. Like
I don't know. Did
I don't
Rose
think
no, no,
Rose
no.
Art makes crayons.
They
I think
do.
they do.
And it would say
It's
a rose.
a pencil or stick of colored chalk or wax used for drawing. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. Crayoff. That's stupid. I'm gonna kill myself for that one.
Wait, it's saying
how
under
I
the
die.
pronunciation crown if you're a fucking idiot. I don't know if that's.
Well, there
Oh,
goes
it
your
all checks out.
there goes your bonus. Yeah.
Wait, no, it says only smart guys say crown.
I knew it,
no,
Toby.
crayon.
Send me that link, will you?
Crayon is like tomato. to me.
Tomato.
Yeah. Or
Crayon is
or
wrong.
schedule.
Schedule?
Schedule.
If someone ever came to me, can we mark this on your schedule? I would take both hands and wrap them around the neck until their life ceased.
But it was a nice old British lady.
Oh, I'd kiss her first. Into heaven you go.
Plant one on her.
That'd be a little romantic before I take her life.
Where you're going, you're not going to need schedules. It's not. Crayon is wrong on all accounts. So I'm not saying Crown's right. Crown is wrong. It's Crayon. Crayon is 100% wrong.
Okay. I choose
Right,
to
way
be
to
wrong.
roll over and die on that one.
Greg, do you say aunt or aunt?
Oh, my Aunt Marianne.
Aunt Marianne.
Yeah.
Do you have an Aunt Marianne?
I have an Aunt Marianne, and my God, she wears more leopard.
How are
than
you
you've
saying
ever
it?
seen.
More leopard than you've ever seen. She might
looks
as well
like-
be a leopard.
She dresses like Craven. I don't know if you're familiar with the man who tries to hunt Spider-Man, but that is how my aunt dresses all the time.
I'm sorry I stepped on it.
Did you?
I did.
I
I'm
screamed
sorry.
it. I screamed it into the microphone. They'll hear it.
This is a big one. We're in Aunt Tootie's,
Yes.
which is named after Brian Six's aunt. Do you have any? I don't know when you did the show. You did the show very early on. We were still via Zoom. I was down the shore. Yeah, it was still very early on in the pandemic in the life of the show. Do you have any aunts or uncles that you don't refer to by their first name? For example, Aunt Tootie. I have an Aunt Soupy, an Aunt Quinny.
No. I just have an Aunt Marianne and Aunt Karen. I have an Aunt Linda who's not an aunt. She's some kind of weird cousin thing.
That
where they go,
happens,
we
yeah.
can't
It's
do this.
She's an aunt.
Just call her aunt.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, I don't have like an Aunt Dippy. You know.
Yeah.
Aunt
Okay.
Greaseball. I do have uncles though, but that's because they were in the mob. You know, I had like an Uncle Lefty.
Really?
Who I've never met. He died. He had I don't know if he had a right. He was missing a hand. He used a stick shift, so he had a left hand that he could hold the steering wheel, missing a right hand, but would put his nub in the steering wheel and then shift with the left hand. He drove
Hence
stick.
Lefty.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
He earned
I
that
got
one, huh?
him. Yeah, he did.
Jesus.
He's died in a car wreck. So
Oh.
no, I don't know.
Got hit by a drunk driver.
Turns out you can't drive like that for a long period of time without being dead. Flaming. We found his teeth. Baby teeth, though.
Yeah,
which
apparently
makes me think
he was only 18 months.
that guy ran. Yeah.
All right, this one's just a no-brainer. This was from Corey. Ever take the cellophane from your cig pack to use it as a vessel for weed or drugs and then seal it with a lighter? That's a real dirtbag
What's a
thing.
cig pack?
Like the cellophane from
The
a cigarette pack, you pull
Oh.
off the plastic, you put weed in there, and then seal it.
I don't smoke because I'm better than you guys.
No,
I don't
This
smoke.
is in high school. We're
Just
talking.
kidding.
Yeah.
We're not picking up bags and cig packs now. We're gentlemen. It's an
Yeah,
edible.
but the big thing was like, yeah, I don't have a bag, and it was like, oh, here I have cigs, and you would take the cellophane off, like the plastic square,
Right.
and then you would drop it in there and seal it up.
Real trashy. Somebody's selling you that to you too.
Oh yeah,
Off the jump is
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
trash.
Yeah, I remember the first time I bought weed, I bought a handful. Like the guy was just like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have a bag. Do you have cigs? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, here, man. And I just had to like run back to the car with like a fucking eighth in my hand.
This is a weird thing that I don't know what they're doing now. They should bring back candy cigarettes as edibles. They should make edibles out of the old school candy cigarettes. That's like a fun way to do candy
that's
cigarette.
pretty good.
And now you take a little nibble, you get a little edible.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Even the
they
edible
should've-
gum, I like. I like that.
Do
edible
they
gum?
have that? They have to,
You
right?
think?
I mean, they
That'd be
have
pretty
edible
awesome.
That would be
everything.
fun. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Candy
I
cigarettes.
think I do edible headphones.
I'm
Things just come out. No real rule, rhyme, or reason. I'm having a good time.
All right, this one's nuts. This is crazy. This happens in a car, right? So this question happens in a car. Ever cool down hot food by holding it out the window or up to the AC vent so you can eat it more comfortably?
I would say that I've done this not in a car. I've done this with my air conditioner. With like some food that was too hot, you just turn the pasta a little towards the air conditioner, cool it down a little bit, because it's speed. Food is about eating it fast.
I'll do you one more than that. If
Yeah.
I make, take a Stouffer's French bread or some sort of frozen pizza, if I make the pizza, I throw it in the freezer for like 45 seconds.
Yes.
100%.
Take that edge off the top.
The invention I tried to get pushed for a while was the cold stove. It was a stove
Oh, it immediately cools something.
that would it's the opposite of a microwave.
Yeah.
Sometimes your food's too hot. You put it in the cold stove, chill it down.
They should do that for liquid. I mean, they do have the technology. I just don't think it's.
No one wants to buy it.
Imagine just pouring like a warm bottle of soda or a beer into a thing, and it comes out cool.
Clearly, none of you guys watched Chopped, where the blast chiller
A blast chiller.
is the hottest commodity out there.
I know, but it
shit.
doesn't always work, and you need a lot of time. If you do know Chopped, if you do go to the blast chiller, you're fucking rolling the dice. That's the biggest risk you can take is the blast chiller.
I'm thinking the Greg Stone cold stove.
That's what I'm see.
That's what we're looking
Someone
at. That's
on
the
this-
infomercial right there. Greg Stone cold stove.
Cold stove creamery?
No, I would call it Cold
Cold
Stone.
stove.
Greg Stone's Cold Stone.
Cold
Cold
stove,
stone.
yeah.
Greg's
Yeah.
Cold Stone.
Yeah, can't call it
I'm sorry.
Cold
I'm just
Stone.
upset that whoever this chop show clearly listens to my podcast. It's just another idea that's
You
just
say
stolen
this
from me.
Chop show clearly listens to my podcast. Like all the producers around, it's Friday night. We gotta watch Greg.
Yeah, well, that's how they got the hot blast cold machine or whatever you're talking about.
Goddamn Rachel Ray.
That whore.
She got me.
Dear pig, you took my idea and I would like some money. Greg.
You know who.
Inventor of the cold stove.
Oh, all rights reserved. Holy
penny,
shit,
pen,
that's
pen.
funny. Yeah, you gotta eat it quick. In the car, I don't know what you're having in the car that's too hot though. If you're
Slice of pizza, dude. A
maybe.
fucking hot slice of za.
I know, but I'm not eating pizza in the car. If I'm to get pizza, you got to go in and get
Yeah.
pizza.
Not
Yeah.
a
So
dollar
it's
slice
like-
place. You can grab a $1 slice. You pull up. Somebody runs in, grabs a couple $1 slices, and you know where you get hemmed up if they're pulling it right out of the oven and it's nuclear.
Sure, I understand that.
Then
but
you got to fucking put it in front of the AC vents.
to me, that's still like, we'll double park. It's going to take 90 seconds to eat this pizza. Let's get out and eat the pizza.
Yeah, I only ever eat ribs when I'm driving anyway. So I don't know why I wouldn't need to cool them down.
More of a risotto man.
Got the napkin in.
I had to grease up the wheel a little so I can't turn when there's a child in the way.
Oh, that's funny.
I always remember doing that with mac and cheese when I was a kid. And it would be burning hot. My mom gave it to us. Take it and fucking hold it in front of the vent for like a good minute.
Yeah.
So like the first inch is like ice cold.
Yeah.
So then you use that as a balance with the
Yeah.
molten center.
One hot, one cold.
Woo!
Yeah. oh.
Throw on Knight Rider and fucking call me later.
I wanted to invent a syringe of ice kind of thing that you could push into like a hot pocket when it's too hot in the
What are
middle.
you, Doc Brown?
Yeah. I'm always trying to invent things that can make me eat my food faster.
Yeah, it's all.
I
Yeah,
don't have to wait.
Dude, I got a good one. Edible tape.
Don't talk to me because that was you clearly listen to the Rad Dude Cast. Edible tape was invented on the Rad Dude Cast for burrito fixins.
That's exactly what I came up for in high school. I got witnesses.
Wait, Hold on, I
I don't
don't
care you got
understand
witnesses
this.
because they clearly use
Burrito
some kind
fixins.
of future
Wait,
to watch my podcast and to go back.
You talking about taping up the burrito?
Yeah, any kind of food tape for tacos, burritos, pizza.
Oh,
And then
so
you have
it's-
different flavored tapes.
Yes.
So it stays closed.
Yeah, yes, and not just bubblegum flavor. We're talking sauce flavored. You got sauce flavored tape for when your spaghetti breaks.
I've been singing this tune for years.
Yeah, he's been singing
Wait,
it because
when
this
your
is my
spaghetti
podcast.
breaks.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Everyone reps me off. You and that pig Rachel Ray. Yes, edible tape is the move.
Wait, but what's the spaghetti tape? What are you taping spaghetti?
My spaghetti breaks. Like, is very upset. I'd like to tape my spaghetti back. It was just a dumb reference.
Okay, I was like, no,
No one's
I
cut
was more
spaghetti.
genuine. I was more curious.
Yes,
Okay, my
I hear
apologies.
you.
My
It
apologies.
was a dumb riff, and I'll
No, it was fantastic riff. Don't hate on the riff.
No.
Hate that stupid pig Rachel Ray, everybody.
stupid pig. Anyway,
All right, let's see
Freaks
here.
out when his spaghetti rips.
Don't look at me or my spaghetti.
can someone fix my meatballs? My mom
My
comes over.
lasagna's broken.
That's the commercial.
It's not a bad idea.
What?
The tape.
It is a good idea.
The
not a bad
burrito,
idea.
the burrito talk. Yeah, you give it a wrap, and then you don't have to worry about it. It's more. It's way. It becomes
Or-
a one-handed food then.
To be honest with you, and I'm saying this with a long, long track record of being a fat
exists.
Figure it out. The show on Nickelodeon from the 90s, 1999 edible taco tape segment.
I recorded the podcast in 1998, so they
Clearly,
stole me and that
the liberal media is stealing from me.
that pig Alex Summers took my idea.
Mr. Stone, are you familiar with the channel Nickelodeon Jr.? No, Senator, I am not. Mr. Stone, have you ever been slimed before? No, Senator.
Have you
No,
ever
you've
known
not been
anybody
slimed.
who's been
The
slimed
only
before?
answer to have you been slimed is I don't know. That's how you get slimed.
That's how you
Is
get
it?
That reference.
Oh,
that
I don't know.
reference
I
was
went over
for-
my head.
Yeah. So did the slime.
There you go. All right, he brings it full circle. This guy
man.
worked quick.
Just because it's a bad riff doesn't mean you shouldn't bring it back.
Buddy, I'm all on board with it.
That was a hard break right there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lefty was driving.
Drop the clutch real quick.
It's a wonky one.
This is a
Peaks
fucking,
and valleys in this thing.
This is no. Well, it's also
I feel like we're all on shrooms.
we've been running at 107 miles an hour, so when it gets below 90, we all panic. We're like, oh, now we're dead. It's like speed podcasting.
Plus, I got a couple of stinkers in there that are weighing on my mind.
No.
And now we're here again.
I like the breathe down.
Yeah, you gotta have it. This one's just bananas. If you're not doing this, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is from Dan C. Haven't had a question read. Have you ever used toilet paper as tissues or tissues as toilet paper?
That's just
That's like
what you do.
Common use.
Right. Yeah.
If you get jammed up, that's insane.
Tissues is toilet paper.
Yeah, if you don't have toilet, that's more important. If you don't
That'd
have
be
toilet,
a tough look for me. They don't got
well,
the
you're
chops.
the exception to the rule.
I mean, listen, I like a good tissue as much as the next guy,
Sure,
but
okay.
they don't got the moxie for fucking
Well, no one's saying
that kind of warfare.
you'll use shower afterwards.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
It would never be an option. If I had tissues,
Right.
Yeah.
that's what I'm using.
Of course.
I'm not
yeah.
going to, yeah.
If I was jammed up somewhere.
Well, that's what we're saying. Yeah, I'm not saying do you prefer them.
Oh, okay.
It's in a situation where
I
you
thought
have
you meant
to do
have
that.
you ever done it? Yes.
What's the number 3 thing you go for? So it's toilet paper.
Paper
Tissue.
towels. I go right to paper towels if I don't have it because
right
chances
to
are I
paper
have
towel?
paper
After
towels.
after that is a fast food napkin.
Yes.
A fast food restaurant napkin will
I never
save
thought.
your life.
Yeah.
I go
I've
right
done that
to
a bunch.
lettuce. I go right to lettuce. I use like a lettuce wrap.
I've done a no carb thing, so it's a lettuce wrap.
Better for the environment. That's what vegans use for toilet paper, lettuce.
I go right to Tostitos. I don't know what it is.
The scoops. Sorry.
That's right there.
There
We
we are.
had it.
We're there.
We're mind melded. All right.
bears.
This one's from Clark. Do you or anyone in your family ever drive a Saturn?
Let me tell you this right now.
I feel like you were a big high school Saturn kid.
I did not have a Saturn, but Saturns were such good. I stand behind Saturn.
You definitely
were-
listened to Weezer in a Saturn before in a parking lot somewhere.
Okay, let me pause real quick. Can I do a quick aside? I get into an Uber once. Guy clearly doesn't speak English. The first track of the Blue album, of the Weezer album, is playing, and I went, "Sir, did you put this on for me?" And he went, "Yes, and it always works." I was like, "You're goddamn right." He saw me, went, "This guy likes Weezer." Put Weezer on in the Uber. Completely, I guess, racist. I don't know what that is, but nailed it. Like,
Damn.
of course I'll listen to the fucking Blue album.
You got to
dude.
give that guy a hefty tip, too.
No, I ran out of the cab before. I jump out before he gets to the spot, so he can't chase me. What was
Cancel the ride before you're there.
What was the original question, though? I kind of forgot. I totally.
Drive a Saturn.
Drive a Saturn.
Saturns are such good cars. Look on the road. If you can still find Saturns on the road. That they were
Yeah.
so good it put them out of business. That's what someone told me. But
Oh,
that's-
because, hey, there was no turnaround.
there was no
on them.
turnover. They also weren't doing commission. You buy a Saturn, their employees were making like $8 an hour. You know what I mean, or however much they were making back in the day.
yeah.
Like they were a great car company that gets shit on a lot
Damn.
Because they were doing it right.
because they were doing it right.
Because I remember they were early 90s, and then they kind of got cornered. They were like real pointy, the Saturns and stuff. They kind of looked like the Pontiacs and
Yeah.
stuff, like the Sunfires. And then in the early 2000s, they came out with that Ion.
Yeah.
And that was a game, that Saturn Ion was like a cool looking car.
They leaned heavy into the fucking automatic seatbelt, though, that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
That was early on. That in the
Gooberville.
90s. They were the ones that you would get in and it would go zzz.
Every
Remember
single teacher had one of those things.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That and a
Over the
wedgie.
dork. See you in science class.
Yeah, Saturns were too futuristic when they came out. They-
Even the names of the Ion, I'm
Right.
like, we're not an Ion family. We're pipe fitters. Give me a Chevy, a Ford. We
I
can't
need
be
something
driving
with-
something called a fucking Ion to
I
a
need
job
something with
site.
some numbers in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me this.
328.
F-250, something.
Yeah, but I did not own a Saturn.
Dude, girls with big puffy pink DCs always drove the Saturn Eclipse.
Yeah, there was the big Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi
Eclipse.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
known as the stripper wagon.
Yes, I've never seen a stripper not in an Eclipse.
Man, a white one.
My
fuck
sister
yeah.
had one and
Smells
she was
like
not a
heaven in there.
stripper.
What?
My sister had one and she was not a stripper. I love you, Sarah.
have
She's a
some.
good gal, I swear.
Damn.
Nice.
How'd she get that?
that?
Birthday present? Sweet 16 or something?
No, it wasn't her first car. It was like I think she had just graduated from college. I think like my dad helped her out with it at some point. Yeah.
Nice. That's real trashy.
Yeah.
Your dad helped you buy an Eclipse?
It was like the down payment he might have made, then she was responsible for the payment. I forget. That was when there was a little bit of cash floating around. Things went belly up after that Eclipse. That was the heyday.
He saw it coming. He was like, "I know what your job is going to have to be when we lose all our money."
I got just prepping you.
I'll get you the Eclipse.
Mitsubishi Eclipse, the most repoed car.
You're making that up.
100%.
That makes
Okay.
so much
I wanted
sense.
to be cool like Stone. Did I have you at all?
No.
Toby?
Oh, really?
Toby's checked
No.
I still believe that's true.
I find out what the most repo car is. It's probably Hyundai's
Toby
or
has two
Kia's.
sets.
Probably like a
headphones on
BMW,
right.
I would think, because someone who can't afford one
But there's
probably
not
buys
that
one.
many of them. You got to. I'm thinking a lot of like the Honda Civic is the most stolen car just because there's the sheer volume.
Right.
There's millions of them.
I thought it used to be the Integra. Remember the Acura Integra? If you were fucking poor, that was the rich man's Porsche.
That or a Prelude. Remember this?
Oh, the Preludes.
Was it a Honda Prelude?
They were yeah,
that guy. If some
sweet.
guy pulled up in a Honda Prelude, he would buy you cigs if you were underage.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an Acura. Acuras were fucking tight.
Sure, but that was a little bit higher level. Oh, fancy dancy lemon pants.
That's still to me is I'm like.
Acura.
Acura. All the rich girls had Acuras in high school.
Yeah.
Like it was like their dads were like lawyers or doctors or something. They all had the same Acura.
The Acura legend.
They had I think it was the TSX.
You know what was a sign
Yes.
of wealth, though? Not rich, but wealth. When somebody was rolling around in like a late model Volvo wagon. When somebody had one of those,
yeah.
you knew that their parents were like old money.
Because it was understated. It wasn't fancy.
Yes. It was like,
it was
hey,
still expensive.
there's a lot of value in this.
Yes.
We're gonna get it, and we're gonna get 100 years out of this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
My boy rolled around for a little bit in one of those.
Or a Saab too. Saab.
Right.
Oh
Same car.
yeah, 100%. Saabs were hot for a minute.
Do you know where the phrase Saab story came from? Because it was like an original thing of people all wanted BMWs, and then they would get Saabs instead, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm sad about it." And like, well, that's a Saab story. That's where that came
There's
from.
no way that's true.
It's not even funny enough for the lie. It
I
was
know,
just
but
wasting time.
They're
No,
a Swedish aerospace company that's been around for like 150 years.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't get a Saab, so he started crying. I said, "Hey, that's a real Saab story.
They've been making
This is going to take over."
They've been making fighter jets since the 40s. Stone.
Son of a bitch. Saab.
You know how they
We're
came
on
out-
to you. We're on to you, Stone.
You know how they came out with Rolls Royce, right? My buddy Royce one day.
Can only
was,
fool-
he was at the drive-thru, and I said, "Hey, you're rolling over there, huh?"
He fell down a bunch of stairs, and I said, "Here comes Rolls Royce," and then the car guy took it. What fun.
All right, here. Let's see. We got a couple more here. We got Murdoch. What were you?
Murdoch.
What were you carrying your lunch into school? Lunchbox with a thermos, brown bag, grocery bag, or were you buying lunch kind of guy, Greg?
High school, I was buying lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the look.
Yeah.
You can't. As the older you get, you can't be taking a lot of stuff to school with you.
But also, the parents that cared about their kids made them lunch.
Yeah, of course.
$1.45 is easier for a mom who's just being like, just get
Who's
someone
hungover or something.
Yeah.
Here you go. Take it.
$5. This is for the week.
Yeah.
And you'd blow it the first day. Oh,
Get
you
the
crazy?
pretzels, the iced teas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a king. $5 in the lunchroom when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
People would kneel to you.
But then when you're down, you feel like a real loser.
Yeah, all the
That's
people-
how you feel when you're
When
out.
you're scrounging.
Yeah, when you're down on the bottom of the slots in the casino. Come Thursday, you got no lunch money. You're trolling around trying to collect and stuff like that.
That's what I always say.
Yikes.
Be the guy when you have the $5. You be the guy who's also the Friday guy with no money. 'cause
I'll never be able to think like that.
when Friday comes
No.
around, you're gonna you need to talk to those people you stepped on their necks when you had
Sure.
5.
Yeah.
Now they got to give you their fries.
You dirtball on Monday. Like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
You
Come
know, Greg, you were
Friday.
really shooting your mouth off on Tuesday. And now you're coming to me, your hat in your hand, wanting a chocolatey clear. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to wait. I don't know if you guys had to do this, but if you didn't have lunch money, they'd put you at the back of the line, and whatever was left, they would give you.
Shit.
Or
are you in Gen Pop? What the fuck?
yeah, or they would give you this like government peanut butter and jellies. There was like no frills. They would get the big old bar and you go, "Here's your peanut butter and jelly. This was free. You can eat this if you didn't have your lunch money."
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know if our school did that.
Mine didn't. I know that much.
I mean, I like to think they would have fed us regardless.
Oh yeah.
But that's funny. They got to humiliate you like that. They can't just slide you a fucking plate of mac and
Hey,
cheese.
go wait in this cage till we find out what we have left.
Here, I got a little apple crisp for you. Don't tell nobody I gave it to you. All right.
There were some days my dad would
You're
drive.
over there like it's a Russian witness box. Fucking standing there looking up through the glass. Jesus. Did you have to do that a couple of times?
Oh, so many times because you'd have to do lunch tickets in grammar school, and I would they gave them to you for the month, and I would lose them the first day, and so I'd have to be like, "All my lunch tickets are gone." They'd be like, "Well, then you have to wait at the end of the line, and if there's leftover food, you get that." And I was the leftover food guy. I would hang out with the lunch lady and be like, "Ah, man, maybe put a little something aside for me. That's a good piece. Maybe put that in the corner, you know."
Yeah. I like the corner slice
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
You're picking out slices of Sicilian.
I remember telling the lady, I remember telling the lady, being like, "Here's all my lunch tickets for the month. Can you just have them now?
And then
'Cause
just let me claim them.
and let me come later." And they were like, "No, that's
This
not."
is you negotiating with the lunch
A
ladies?
90-year-old woman who wouldn't budge.
Man, you must have been a weird kid, dude.
You saw the picture. I was.
Your mom wouldn't ration them out to you every day?
No, the lunch-
We had ours in an envelope.
They would give me an envelope, but that never went home. That would like stay in my desk, and then I would lose them in the desk.
Oh,
and they need to clean your desk at the end
The
of the month.
back of that desk we were talking about that the other day. That thing would eat things.
Yes.
You were like, what the fuck's going on back there?
But when you would clean it.
The dream. I've
Top
had a Game
notch.
Boy in there.
Yeah. I remember being like, I can reach to the back of it.
Feel
Like,
like
if you could get to the back of it, whoo.
I feel like a CEO sitting in there with a clean desk. Fresh crayons.
Did you guys have the desk with the convertible top or just the hole?
We just had the hole.
Couple times I best of both worlds. It was nice. I can't tell you which one I like better. Probably the pull-up. It was pretty classy.
I don't know what kind of temper boys you are, but either of you, I flipped a couple of those desks in my day at school.
I've definitely shoved.
Temper.
You don't say.
Because we had those hard tile floors, they would fucking, they would fly.
Yeah,
those chairs too. Yeah.
Oh, I would just go,
them.
I'm not stupid, and then flip the thing, and then the teacher would go like, all right, now you got to clean it up, and you're after school.
Hit you with a blow dart or Ritalin.
There it goes.
Jesus, don't take it easy.
All right, I couldn't find the #1 most repossessed car for some reason. The statistic I looked like 5 places, didn't see it. But I do have the state with the most repossessed cars.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Florida.
Kip?
Ohio.
I'm gonna go.
Is this per capita or total?
The highest rates of 30-day delinquencies.
Ohio.
I'm gonna say New Jersey because one, we're the most densely populated. Also, we have Newark, and also I'm from there, so I know the scumbaggery.
That might be
is
pretty
alive.
good.
Goose eggs all around. Mississippi.
Wow.
So I assume it's all burned out IROCs. I don't know what's going on
Those
there.
hillbillies don't know how to drive.
Fucking screwed us.
Who?
Mississippi.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
know why? Because when
There's been a couple of stop and starts on this. I don't know what's going on. You slip me something or what?
I could have given you something, but my mind went to we used to call IROCs something. It was like Italian something. There was an analogy for Iraq. The IROCs, people who drove IROCs, we called them something. And my mind went there, so I was there. But I can't remember. It was like,
Italians running on credit.
Some bullshit like that. It was a real slur that was fun.
Yeah.
Because the Italians used to drive the IROCs in my town.
Yeah, they
IROCs weren't.
The
You
Irish
guys are a
bought
little
their
older.
share of them too. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it was more an economic disposition thing than it was nationality.
Yeah, it was the most expensive cheap car you can
Yeah,
get.
yeah. And that's like a lower class. People think that's classy.
Right.
Low, like trashier people are like, that's.
Also,
let me flex in this thing. Wait till I get my IROC.
The
Then you're gonna fucking believe in me.
I still think it is.
the IROC is also the worst Camaro they made. It was the slowest, also the only one that wasn't stick. So it was really like for the poor people.
Sure, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
even the good Camaro.
Yeah.
It was like the worst. I did a bunch of Camaro research one day for a joke, and it never worked. But now I know everything about fucking pony cars.
When the transmission on an automatic goes, you look real trashy driving around, man.
All right, let's see here. We'll do one or two more, and then we gotta run. It's just been a fun one. This is a home run. This is from Jake. Haven't had one read on the air yet. And I love how they're abbreviated HYOAIYF. Have you or anyone in your family ever had a timeshare in a non-beach town? My friend has one in Branson, Missouri. That's a home fucking run.
Why? What's there?
Branson, Missouri. There's a lot of theater in Branson, Missouri. A lot of bad theater, I presume. That's where like Yakov Smirnoff is, and someone else. Yeah, there's like a lot of like dinner theater and stuff in Branson, Missouri.
That's a tough look.
My friend had one. I don't know if this counts because it was the Poconos. So like I get
counts.
why you would do that, but also like so two things. One, I remember we were hanging out and I saw a girl and I just came back. I was like, oh, I kissed that girl. And my friends were like, you did? And yeah, like, let's go ask her. And they asked her. She was like, I've never seen this guy before in my life. Ow.
Dude, what are you, Nathan Lane? What's going on over here?
I almost lost a tooth on this microphone.
I don't think the insurance is paid up in here either. If I'm being 100.
Hey, you chip it. You bought it. I'll tell you that right now.
But I remember them trying to be like, I didn't know you can get like a thing like in Florida or like the South Jersey or wherever. But I remember them trying to trade timeshares with other people, and they were like, no.
Yeah, no, I don't,
I don't want to go to the Poconos.
It's like a shitty game of Monopoly.
I don't want to go to Lake Harmony.
Yeah.
I remember my family friend had one growing up, and I didn't get it. We didn't go on vacation.
I still don't get it.
We would go down the shore. I get it now after I watched a documentary on it.
I don't know who stays there with you, how they get it, how you get in there. Is it always a condo?
No, it's like you can do hotels, you can
Creeps
do
me
whatever. Since the recession and since the housing bubble and everything burst, there's a documentary of the biggest guy, he went completely bankrupt because you own all these properties and then no one can afford them or go anymore. Then you're like, well, I own 10,000 properties now.
Yeah,
it's all based on the fact that more money keeps coming in. But
you got the free trip to Disney World, though, huh?
I never understood it because our vacations we went to the shore and we went to Myrtle, or not Myrtle. We went to Ocean City, Maryland one summer. Like every dirtbag family from Philly, we said
once.
You go once. You go once when you're like 12. That's it. So we went down the shore all the time.
This place stinks.
We're you never
go
back
next year.
Did you ever go to Secrets?
We were just talking about that too.
Secrets.
No.
SEA because it's the C.
C, yeah. So it's all for the listeners. It's like a bar. Not a resort. It's a bar on the water.
Yeah.
And you can stand at a table and drink in the water.
Yeah. You could eat your hot dogs in the water.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of eating hot dogs.
It's encouraged.
Yeah. I hooked up with a girl there. Nice.
The way you said it, I don't think it was a girl.
Yeah, well, she did a good job of making me think. It was, I guess. Her dick was nice. Very nice. It was very nice. Anyway.
Yeah, no, never been. That's like the big dirtbag thing when you turn 20 in Philly or 21. You're like, we're going to Secrets for the weekend. We got a place. Yeah, never went though.
We should go.
We should. So the one of the owners.
Weekend at Secrets?
One of the owners is a listener.
Really?
We called into his radio show.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Dude, I had one of the best times of my life at Secrets.
We want to do an AYG Secrets fucking weekend?
Yeah.
They'll have us.
AYG. Okay, /FNG, because I got to use this for mine too.
Yeah. Cross promotion.
You know what I mean?
Synergy.
We'll send the contracts over.
I can't be wasting content like that, man. I got no time. I got a kid coming.
See, Greg, this is why you got to do it, man. You got to seize the opportunity. Get your name out there.
But I'd love to do that for real. I mean, we don't even have to record it.
No shit. As long as there's a buffet and I can drink in a pool. Let's do it.
All right, let's see. Let's do one more. This has been a topic as of recent. Is it garbage to use Diet Pepsi as a mixing with vodka? How do you feel about mixing anything? My thing is, if it's not a Captain and Coke, you can go Diet. It should be Coke. It shouldn't be Pepsi. It should be a rum and Coke.
That's where you caught me. Pepsi is for garbage people.
Yes.
But I want to say this. I believe
completely disagree.
There's a resurgence of Pepsi coming. I believe all the hipsters and all the people are all going to be like...
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
It's not that cool brand. It'll become cool.
I think Pepsi's going to hit a real... Stride now, because it's cool. I'm a Mr. Pibb guy through and through.
Got a fucking gentleman over
but
here.
I'll kneel to Pepsi.
You'll bow down?
I'll bow down
You'll
to Pepsi.
bow down.
I want
the
Pepsi.
ring.
I want its day to come.
If I was in a bar and somebody ordered like a whiskey and Mr. Pibb, I'd leave.
Close out.
Because trouble's coming.
Yeah, I think it can only be done. I think if you order mixing vodka with soda that's not a drink anyway.
I think
that's what you do when you're 13.
I think maybe the question just means diet soda.
Right.
Because no bars have Pepsi. It's always Coke powder. You're usually something fake.
I gotta ask. Sorry,
you know?
ADHD. Have you ever? I may have brought this up last time. I may have. Have you ever had a Beverly?
No.
Beverly is a fountain soda that I think they only serve at Disney World. And it's like a bullshit Coke, but I love the name because it's Beverly.
Yeah.
Give me a Beverly on the rocks, please.
You said Beverly.
It's a soda brand?
I think so. I don't know where to get it except Epcot.
They probably only sell it there. They probably just make it for.
So some lady Beverly went, "Hey, I got one customer. It's Epcot."
Think about how much fucking soda they move a day.
A ton.
Probably more than fucking Mr. Pibb does all year.
Probably, but I'm saying she never tried harder to get a little bit out somewhere else.
I like how you think it's a girl Beverly.
It's Beverly. It's the woman Beverly.
It's one woman.
Greg, can I shatter your whole world?
Tell me.
You know who makes Beverly?
Who?
Coca-Cola.
That's it.
I got to go back to Inca Cola. All right, I got to go back to
Inca.
On a
bad
Nothing wrong with Inca Cola. The Golden Cola.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's delicious.
Their hometown, Bloomfield, where I'm from. Inca Cola. It's the Native American soda.
Inca? INCA Cola?
It's like a Golden Cola. It's
Golden
fucking
Cola.
Top shelf. Ice cold.
Where do you get it?
It has a lot of cream soda vibes to it.
Yes.
Very
Inca.
cream soda vibes.
Oh, that stuff?
You've seen it.
Oh,
You've seen it
for
at like a
sure.
Pollo Rico or someplace like
Those
that.
cans, yeah.
Where they got the
never knew what
rotisserie
it-
chicken and the green sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, I would
Hook it
never,
up.
never touch that.
Inca Cola is better than
crazy.
Maltagoya. That's I grew up with a lot of Puerto Ricans, and we were. This is just like a thing. They all drank Maltagoya.
Can't do that or the Italian version of the coffee soda.
Coffee soda.
Yeah, the Manhattan Special, whatever it's called.
Oh, I never had this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
it's like an espresso cola.
Oh,
You would have had to come
horrible.
across it growing up in the tri-state area.
They probably
in
did,
the
but I was
90s.
Too young. They're probably like, he's too young for
The
this.
bottle looked
Too
like
young
it
for
had a
it.
little Manhattan scallion on it.
I don't know that I've ever seen this.
Yeah. You're on your own on this one, big man.
I guess I feel that way.
Have you ever had Malta Goya, though? Tastes like sweet potatoes.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It
Tastes
is
like sweet potatoes.
with the consistency of blood.
All right, that's it. Yeah, we're moving on.
It is.
That's it. That's it. Wrap it. Yeah. I like how you say, we used to drink this sweet potato cola that felt like blood.
Fun-loving guy.
Potato blood.
Greg Stone.
Dude, people
everybody.
die for it. Not me, though. A pass.
People die to make it. Come on, nothing on that. Wrap it up. We got to go.
Gang, that's the episode, Stoney. You've been absolutely amazing.
Been
We
a
love
fun
you.
one, baby.
What do you got? What do you want the folks out there to know? Hit them.
Oh, all right. Could you check out my podcast called Friday Night Greg, Friday Night Energy on a Wednesday morning? That's the catchphrase.
Love that, by the way. That's great.
And I got a new album out called Night. Yes. Oh, do you, you sons of bitches? I got an album out called Night Cream, The Cream Supreme. That's on all streaming services except YouTube Music because fuck them. They got some weird legal laws that we can't seem to get through.
Okay.
It's check out that in my podcast Friday Night Greg. That'd be great.
Folks, the kid plays it cool. I don't know what to tell you. Greg Stone, ladies and gentlemen. Kippy, what do you got for him?
As always, rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available. Subscribe on YouTube and then Patreon. Also, guys, live shows coming up. We have Texas. We have New York. We have Long Island. We have New York City we're about to announce. We have Philly. Get some fucking tickets. Also, like the merch, we have koozies and a few card games left.
Oh, yeah.
Get them while they last.
Gang, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Oh, buddy, that was so much fun.
Beautiful.